So if you don't want your photos or your pictures of you to be seen, just turn your cameras off and view it anonymously. So if you don't feel comfortable with that, then you're quite welcome to turn your cameras off. We won't mind. We're going to get on because I know there's a lot to go through because it's another new product I think we'll be looking at today, as well as all the other things they're doing. So I'm going to hand you over to a very good friend of ours from Emerald Cruises and Scenic, Danny Joel. So Danny, over to you, and looking forward to hearing everything new that's going on.
Thank you so much, Trevor. That's really, what a wonderful introduction there. It's my absolute pleasure to be here today talking all things Emerald Cruises. And thank you, Baldwin's Travel, our key travel agent partner, for inviting us along to talk, as I said, all things Emerald Cruises. Now, just a little bit of history first and foremost, for those of you that weren't on my Scenic Luxury Cruises and Tours one. Emerald Cruises is part of Scenic Luxury Cruises and Tours, which was established back in 1986 by our founder and CEO, Glenn Moroney. Now, we introduced Scenic River Cruising back in 2006, but was never really happy with the spec of ship, come up with design, and now we're proud to say that we own, manage and operate 14 spaceships under the Scenic banner. But he saw another gap in the market in 2014, and that's when he introduced Emerald Cruises. Now, he introduced Emerald Cruises because he saw another gap, as I said, but wanted to change the price point. So he wanted to offer a similar style of ship with the spaceships under Scenic, but strip back some of the inclusions. And that's when Emerald Exceptional Value was introduced. And we know you clients are very technically savvy now, so we do urge you to look at Cruise Critic, because we're really, really proud to say that we have won the best river cruise line for value since 2015 to date. So that's a little bit about Emerald Cruises. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the riverside and then how we've evolved onto the oceans. So a quick video here for you.
Emerald Waterways represents a new chapter in the world of river cruising. Since our debut in 2014, we've modernized the river cruise experience by building the newest ships and combining insightful itineraries with a fully inclusive service, which we call Exceptional Emerald Value. Our river cruises offer you a unique, affordable and leisurely escape with a difference, and have led to us being awarded Best River Cruise Line for Value by Cruise Critic. Our deluxe fleet of revolutionary starships promise contemporary comfort and unique onboard innovations, while our generous, fully inclusive offering combines affordability with great dining, exceptional service, and immersive itineraries across Europe. We take great pride in ensuring every journey is perfectly planned, and each guest enjoys a relaxing, exciting and insightful river cruise experience, whether you're sailing aboard our award-winning fleet or exploring a nearby town for the day. We cruise the Rhine, Main, Danube, Moselle, Saône, Rhône and Douro rivers, with journeys ranging from 8 to 17 days. Once integral trade and transportation routes are now gateways to cultural enlightenment, and there's no finer way to navigate these treasured landmarks than on board Europe's newest fleet of river cruise ships. From the many UNESCO World Heritage Sites, fairy tale castles and grandiose cathedrals of mainland Europe, to France's laid-back rural southern region where a sleepy way of life dominates the water's edge. With so much included, it's what we like to call exceptional Emerald Value.
So there you go, just a little introduction. So we're really proud to say that we own, manage and operate now 9 of what we call starships. So under the Scenic banner, they're called spaceships. Under the Emerald banner, they're called starships. And our newest addition to the fleet for this year is the brand new Emerald Luna.
Sorry, Danny, can I just interrupt you for a second?
Sorry,
You've all got a black screen on the middle. Right in the middle of your slides.
Oh, is that better?
A black box. That's it, it's gone.
Oh, my apologies. Just because I was letting people in as we were going through. So my apologies for that, guys. Okay, so moving on to the newest addition to the fleet is the brand new Emerald Luna, cruising the Main, Rhine and Danube. Back in August, we introduced the Emerald Harmony. She cruises the mighty Mekong River. And what makes her special is she can go right in the heart of Ho Chi Minh City under that bridge. And there's only 1 or 2 operators that will allow that. So we're going to just carry on now and talk a little about the fleet and the innovations involved. As I said, they are packed full of innovation, technology and design. And we will talk you through some of these innovative features as we go through the presentation. So you might have heard in that video, we spoke about the exceptional Emerald value, so much included for your money. So what is included? Your return flights from 15 or up to 15 regional airports, or there's some no-fly options is now available by Eurostar. Transfers to and from the Starship, stylish accommodation and the innovative starships. As I said, we'll show you some visuals as we go through. The spectacular indoor pool, which magically transforms into a cinema of a night time. All your meals on board in the Reflections restaurant. Wine, beer and soft drinks to accompany lunch and dinner. However, we have got some special offers coming up, which I'll tell you about. State-of-the-art tea and coffee machines, bottled water restocked daily, 2 excursions included, Emerald Plus and Emerald Active, all English-speaking crew, Wi-Fi, we've got push bikes on board, plus we take care of all your gratuities and tipping. And on a 15-day cruise equates to around about £440 per couple. Now, again, with Emerald, it's a very warm welcome. We welcome you on board and you become part of the Emerald family. But as you can see here, they're very stylish, like floating boutique hotels, floor to ceiling windows, lots of light, lots of transparency, lots of shiny surfaces, as you can see here, lots of glass, but it gives it that real open feel. And for those of you that river cruise, as you may know or may not know, in some ports, the river ships dock up next to each other. For me, it's a great way to nose it through some of our competitors, but what's really apparent about our wonderful starships is how light and airy they really are. Now, the Horizon Bar and Lounge is the heart of the ship, the hub of the ship. This is where you can meet for pre-dinner drinks. There'll be light entertainment of an evening. Tea and coffee making facilities, a fully stocked bar. This is also where the cruise director will give you an overview of what you can expect on a day-to-day basis. And as I said, it could be a Bavarian folk band, line dancing. Really does depend what region you're cruising down, but we do like to inject that local entertainment. May it be in southern France and you'll be having cheese and wine tasting, for example. The Reflections restaurant is the only restaurant and only dining facility on board, but this is where you can enjoy a full buffet breakfast, a full buffet lunch and a la carte dinners. Now, for those of you that haven't river cruised, again, it's take you on a culinary delight. Honestly, your fresh produce on board every single day. And again, we will inject the local cuisine through the different regions we cruise through. Now, as I said, beer and wine will accompany your lunch.
On an award-winning Emerald Waterways river cruise, you can expect great dining experiences from start to finish. Your cruise begins with a welcome dinner where you can meet your fellow guests and ends with a farewell dinner where you can share memories with newfound friends. Our chefs prepare meals of the highest quality, ensuring that the menus showcase the fantastic cuisine Europe has to offer. In Reflections Restaurant, start your day with a hot and cold buffet breakfast, while at lunch you can choose from an array of appetizers, main course choices, and a collection of sweet treats at the dessert table. In the evening, we invite you to be our guest at a 4-course dinner, serving delicious international and regional specialty dishes. To accompany lunch and dinner, we've carefully chosen a special selection of European red and white wines, local beers and soft drinks, all of which are included in the price of your cruise. When the weather's warm, why not dine on the terrace, where you can enjoy beautiful scenery in an al fresco setting. After a day of sightseeing, you can relax with afternoon tea in the Horizons Lounge with freshly baked cakes and pastries. Plus, with Emerald Waterways, you can enjoy complimentary tea and coffee at all times throughout your cruise.
I hope you've all eaten, because I haven't, and now that's made me really hungry. But honestly, the food on board, guys, is absolutely exceptional. But as you said, al fresco dining, a great way to take in all the sights and scenery as you're cruising through these wonderful regions of Europe and Southeast Asia. Now, as mentioned before, innovation is at the heart of what we do. And at the back deck of Horizon Deck, we have this infinity pool with retractable roof, a massive 6 by 4 meters, so larger than your industry average. And as I said, what makes this special is it transforms into a cinema of an evening. So you can watch all your blockbuster classics, a fully stocked bar plus popcorn. So if you don't want to enjoy the light entertainment in the Horizon Lounge or retreat to your cabin, this is a wonderful place to be.
Unlike other river cruise lines on Europe's waters, Emerald Waterways' brand new boutique ships boast a heated pool with a retractable roof and a bar, creating a beautiful onboard oasis for you to relax in whatever the weather. On selected evenings, the pool area inventively transforms into a cinema with comfy lounge chairs where you can enjoy classic films and recent releases, taking onboard entertainment in a completely different direction. So, if you're not in the mood to enjoy the bar or ready to retreat to your room, the cinema is a great place to spend your evening.
There you go. So now looking at the suites, let's take on a whistle-stop tour of our wonderful suites. So the leading cabin is called the Emerald Stateroom. Again, larger than your industry average, with a queen size or twin beds, HD TV on demand, but it does have that picture window, which is about 4 foot high. We're fully stocked bathrooms with molten brown toiletries, a power shower, and lots of space that you can keep all your toiletries. Now, we do strongly suggest, though, that you do upgrade, if you can, to a panorama balcony suite, 160 to 180 meters, square feet, and has this innovative window that comes down, just like our scenic spaceships. So the push of the button, the window comes down, creating either indoor or outdoor space. But the reason why we say to have the balcony, because when you're cruising these wonderful rivers, there's always a point of interest. And you can see in the background there, the beautiful Hungarian Parliament in Budapest. The Grand Balcony Suites, again, 207 to 200 meters squared, and they will have that partition with the glass that will give you that real feel of a balcony. And then the owner's 1 bedroom suite, 285 to 315 square feet, but it has that wonderful seating area there where you can enjoy some light snacks, or you can have some in-suite dining as well, because it comes with Emerald's concierge service. Now, I haven't got time to go through all our wonderful itineraries. However, I'll just highlight some of the rivers we do, but I do urge you, if you want some prices, we've got some fantastic pricing for 2022. But we cruise from Amsterdam right the way down to the Black Sea. You can do a 23-day if you want, because the rivers were opened up, the Rhine and the Danube, back in 1995. But some popular itineraries, something like Budapest up to Nuremberg, 4 capital cities, 4 countries, 3 capital cities, Amsterdam down to Basel. It's the magical fairy tale experience through the Black Forest with the medieval castles. For all you foodies and wine lovers, I've done this in 2019. Earls right up past Lyon, up to the Salon de Saône, the road in the Saône River. Fantastic scenery, and the ever more popular Douro River down here on the left. Now, this is where Jane McDonald sailed with us back in 2019 as well. So if you want to look at her cruise in the mighty Douro, you can do that on My 5 on Catch Up. So she does showcase the region and the product amazingly. But just down here, you can't see, we do the mighty Mekong as well on the Harmony. Now, in a real whistle-stop tour, that is Emerald River cruising. But moving on now to our next product, the Emerald Yacht Azura. Yes, we're venturing from the river onto the oceans, just like we did with Scenic. So the Emerald Yacht experience is brand new. It is exclusive to us, and it is amazing product. Seriously, launching in 2022. Her inaugural cruise will be on the Red Sea, cruising the Mediterranean, the Adriatic, and also said the Red Sea as well. So again, we started in 2014. We expanded to Portugal and France, then the Mekong in 2019. And as I said, the Azura's inaugural cruise season in 2022. Now, the questions we get for the health and safety behind the COVID, we are fully equipped when it comes to health and safety. And there's lots of things and lots of protocols that we are implementing because we know the world has changed, but our commitment to you and our guests, your health and safety and well-being remains our key priority. So there's many things, medical evaluation, check in, check out. So I put my teeth back in. So you get your temperature checked as you check in and check out. Air circulation. So none of the air is circulated inside our communal areas, restaurants and cabins. It's all comes from outside. We've got enhanced cleaning, socially distancing, and everything you can imagine. Now the list does go on. But if you do want some more information on these protocols, then do contact Waterways and we can send it through to you. But who wants to feel like a billionaire? I certainly do. Imagine arriving in Saint-Tropez on this Emerald Azura. Now she's 110 meters long, 50 outside cabins, 88% have balconies, and there's 6 that will be non-balcony, so a bit like the stateroom on the river. But the sky bar, so for those of you that are cruise with Emerald River cruising, we've got lots of similar places on board, like the Horizon Bar and Lounge, the Reflections Restaurant, the Wellness Centre. There's some amazing new additions like the pool and cafe, Sky Bar with the jacuzzi, which I'll show you some images in a minute, the terrace, the wonderful pool, the marina platform for all those snorkeling and all those marina toys as well. So the infinity pool, again, larger than your industry average, 7 by 4 meters again, but a wonderful area here with the pool cafe. Just imagine cruising around the Mediterranean, having a dip in this pool. Absolutely stunning. By far my favorite place on the ship, the sky deck and spa pool. As I said, it has a jacuzzi there, which seats up to 9 people, fully stocked bar as well. And a little bit similar to our river ships, of an evening, you could enjoy your blockbuster classics, yeah, with James Bond on there, but just a wonderful, innovative feature on this luxury yacht as well. Again, just like River, the Horizon Bar and Lounge would be the place where you can meet for pre-dinner drinks. Fully stocked bar there, comfortable seating. Again, where the cruise director will give you an overview of what you can expect on a day-to-day basis. Reflections Restaurant, again, larger than your industry average, about 3 meters square per guest, unlike a competitor's, about 2 meters square. But again, a full buffet breakfast, lunch and a la carte dinners. Now the terrace is a wonderful place adjacent to the Reflections Restaurant and will seat up to 48 guests. So for the alfresco dining, what a wonderful place to sit. The Observation Lounge, this is where you can take in all those wonderful, beautiful vistas of the Mediterranean. You know, these comfy seats, you maybe want to read a book. And we urge you to cruise the way you want to. The gym and wellness centre with all the latest equipment. And then going on to our suites and staterooms. So again, a queen size bed or twin style hotel beds with the finest Egyptian cotton linen. Ensuite bathroom with luxurious toiletries, complimentary bath robe slippers. Again, like River, HD TV, complimentary water, Wi-Fi, individual climate control, mini bar, and so much more. So as mentioned, 6 ocean view staterooms. They have again that picture window at the right side there. It's non-balcony, but 88% of our rooms do have this wonderful balcony. So this is the lead-in balcony stateroom, again with the Egyptian cotton pillow menus and more. We've got 2 deluxe balcony suites with that separate living area there. The terrace suite with the swooping terrace, but there's the 2 sliding doors. The yacht suite, again, much larger than your industry average, or the pinnacle of all suites, the owner's suite, which has that huge terrace there located at the rear of the yacht overlooking the pool. Now, where does she go? So she has unique access to some intimate ports and harbours. She is small, so she can get into these places, unlike your larger vessels. And she will start, as I said, in the Red Sea in 22nd of January 2022. And she will follow the Mediterranean sun west, covering the Western Mediterranean, the Adriatic coast, Eastern Mediterranean, and new for 2023, Black Sea. So just to highlight some of our wonderful itineraries here. So the 8-day Mediterranean enhancement, 8-day Croatia in depth. And some of these itineraries have never been done before. They're all bespoke, all unique to Emerald. 15-day Discover Croatia in Italy. The Eastern Med, we've got the 8-day Greek islands and Turkish coastline, or the 8-day Aegean Reflections or the 12-day Aegean Gems, or if you fancy it, the 15-day Discover the Eastern Mediterranean. And then we go west. Love this one, the French and Italian Rivieras with Corsica. That's on my wish list. 8-day highlights of southern Italy. We also, the 11-day Sicily and the Gulf of Naples, or the 15-day Discover French and the Italian coastlines. And then the Red Sea in our winter months. So the 8-day Best of the Red Sea, the Holy Land and Christmas time, again, a wonderful itinerary. The 8-day Holy Land in Egypt and the Red Sea, plus the 18-day Wonders of the Red Sea. Now, again, the exceptional Emerald value applies to the yacht as well. So what's included, your excursions up to 2 per day, Emerald Active for your bikes, hikes, and you know, all these active stuff, or you could take a more of a leisurely stroll with one of our guided guides. Again, all your complimentary drinks of lunch and dinner, plus the cruise director to look after you as well. Brochures are available online, or you can ask one of your Baldwin's team to send them to you either digitally or on a hard copy. So offers wise now, because I know time is getting on. Oh, in fact, we've got 10 minutes to give you some offers and some questions. So here we go. So savings up to 30% on selected cabins on the Emerald Azura. A lead-in price, people have asked how much it would be. So the 8-day Discover Corsica in Italy is around about 3,000 per person, including flights and accommodation. But you can imagine what you're getting for your money and turning up on this stunning yacht. It's really, really great value. On River, savings up to 10% for our super early bird, plus £1,500 per couple. Plus, as I mentioned before, you can enjoy the free premium drinks package. So in essence, it becomes all inclusive. And then the complimentary deposit protection plan. But because we love our Baldwin's travel, we're going to give you, their valued guests, an exclusive today as well. So if you book within 7 days, you can save an additional £250 per person on your cruise. Or if you book within 14 days, an additional £150 per person. So we look forward to welcoming you on board. Now, that is me in a very nutshell. Does anyone have any questions? Trevor, you there? Hello? Hello? Trevor?
Sorry about that.
Oh, he is there. He's calling under the table.
Struggling to hit my mute button.
Oh. Oh dear.
So let's see. Did we get any questions sent in? I can't see any questions that were sent in.
Right.
But if anybody out there's got questions, I don't know if you want to switch to gallery view, and if anybody's got questions, they can just have a wave at us and we can unmute them.
Yeah, that's fine. No questions. But if you want more information on the individual itineraries, then do get in contact with Baldwin's Travel, because, you know, that will tell you about where you're stopping off, the excursions, and much, much more. I'll just give you a quick brief overview on the product. But as I said, if you want some more information on those individual wonderful itineraries, then contact Baldwin's. But it looks like we're there, aren't we, Trev?
Well, yeah, I mean, just obviously we had, while we got people on, there's going to be lots of questions obviously coming in about travel. Boris didn't really do much on it. What's the feeling in sort of like Swan and Emerald about the restart of the rivers? Have you got an idea in your mind where you're hoping it to be, or certain criteria that you would be?
Well,
breaking up.
That is
It was better when I was on mute.
Yeah.
That is a very good question, Trevor, and I wish I had £1 for every time I was asked that question, but we're very much controlled by the government. And as I said before, the health and safety of our customers becomes before anything. At the moment, we had a call with our CEO last week, and we are hoping to start operations this year, but like mid-July, going into August on River. But again, it does depend, because as you can appreciate with the river cruises, you're passing through like sometimes 2 or 3 different countries. So it's, you know, we have to factor everything in. Our 2022 sales though are booming, you know, they are absolutely flying, which is great. But as I said, this year, there is still a bit of uncertainty behind it, but fingers crossed, with the vaccinations and everything else, and we conform to that, fingers crossed, mid-July to August, we might see operations restart, but it's again.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. So by the end of the year, yes,
crumbs.
planning,
Yeah, by the end of the year, we'll be doing Christmas sailings and things. They'll be going. Yeah.
We've had a question in from Derek. He says,
Derek.
on top of today's offers, do they still get past passenger discount?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah,
they're on top of anything. So whatever price it they get, then we get their offers for today on top of that.
That's correct. Yeah, they most definitely do. Yeah.
Brilliant. Also, I just wanted to ask you, obviously you've announced the new ship and you've obviously got the other one out there. Any plans this summer to possibly do a UK cruise? Because obviously a lot of the cruise lines are doing it. In fact, our next presentation or Thursday afternoon is going to be on the round UK cruises. I'd love to slip one of yours in there. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a vessel. It's not built yet, so unfortunately, no, it's not going to happen this year. As I said, she's still being built in Vietnam. She's afloat. Everything's going to plan. But we do have scenic eclipse, as we know. But she actually is going down to do something similar in Australia,
right?
For the Australian market. So the answer to your question, no, not this year. But who knows? Moving forward, we may do it, because I know they're becoming really popular. They are UK cruises.
Yeah, no, that's good. Any other questions from anybody out there?
Yeah, I have a question, please.
Yes.
My wife and I are booked for our Danube Rhine cruise starting on the 9th of June this year, postponed from last year. We're told at the moment it's still running. Can you give me the latest position? Because I don't want to go on the 9th of June this year.
So did you say you're booked to go on the 9th of June this year?
Yes, it was postponed from last year. And last time we spoke to Baldwin's, they still said it was expecting to go on the 9th of June this year. From what you just said, that's unlikely. So I want to know what happens. Do we get our money back, or can we postpone it again, or what?
Well, that's a very good question. We have suspended June sailings, so we need to take that up after this call. But in a real nutshell, yes, you can have a full refund. We can do a future travel voucher. We're very flexible with that. So maybe let's take that up after the call, and I can give you all those options. Is that all right?
That would be great. Thank you very much.
No worries at all. We can do that for you.
David, if you email through to Tricia, then she can probably answer it. I mean, I'm dealing with sort of like things day in, day out, obviously on the home front. And there's so many updates that come in, and if we miss them, I know a lot of tour operators are cancelling up to a certain date, because obviously they're trying to keep their workload to a minimum. If they cancel a 6-month period, their phones are just fall out their sockets. So we do tend to be a little bit behind initial announcements sometimes from the tour operators until it filters through, or until we get a chance to ask. So I'm not sure what time when you asked last.
I asked about 3 weeks ago.
I mean, things change weekly and daily. So I'd say, rather than going up, if you asked 3 weeks ago, phone back to your branch, just mention this, because we are dealing with, on a daily basis, whatever the tour operators are doing, and
in Norway
moving on these suspension dates, as you know, sort of like daily, weekly, monthly. So 3 weeks in the course of things. 3 weeks was an awful long time ago. Ring back to the branch. They tend to phone through to the tour operators or reservations and get the information anyway. But we'll mention it. Send your details over to Trish as well, and then she'll filter it through.
You've been very helpful. I'm reassured. I just didn't want to go on the 9th of June.
No, I mean, moving it. Well, I've done for my clients. I'm on 4th and 5th moves for some of my clients. So lifting up, moving it over to.
Move it maybe to next year.
Not a problem. The guys at Scenic and Emerald are absolutely fantastic. They're really on the ball. So they'll help. They'll help with that. So, all right.
Magic stuff. Thank you very much.
Just out of interest, if somebody's moving their cruise, and they want to get today's offers, would they get that for moving, or would they have to make it as a new
Good
reservation?
point. Thank you.
That is a good question. I might have to phone a friend about that one, Trevor. I'm sure we I'm sure we can look into it. That's not a problem at all.
I mean, obviously, the way to do that, if you can come back with an answer for us,
Yeah.
and send it to Trish, and obviously we'll send it on, because obviously the way that we could do that is, if it's cancelled, get the gentleman the refund internally and then rebook it.
Generally, the show offer is for new bookings, if I'm honest with you. But you know, yeah, generally the show offers for new bookings for next year. But you know,
well, we'll work out the best deal we can for you. As we always do.
100%, yeah. We will. Anyway, look, we've got a minute left, so I'm going to have to say goodbye to everyone. If you do need any form information, as Trevor said, get in contact with Boardwinds, and we'll be more than happy to assist. But it's been great talking to you today. Thank you, Trish and Trevor, for having me on. It's been really,
thank
really
you for joining us, Danny.
No, thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much.